Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here, and today I'm playing along with May I Scraplift You, and I am scraplifting Claire, who is Scrappy Nerd UK over on Instagram, and I will have her link in the description box below. And so I chose this layout that you see up in the corner, and what I loved about it is the fact that it had a pattern paper for a background, and then it layered up a whole bunch of sort of tags or different ephemera pieces, and then a couple of layers of paper that the photo sat on. And I loved this idea of being able to layer up and use up some tags as well as some of my smaller scraps that I have here for my How to Kill a Kit with Style that I've been working with. So that is what I decided to scrap lift, and I have started out with my pattern paper in the background, and it is probably one of my favorite pieces that was in my kit for this month. And so I layered that on the bottom, and then I have some scraps. One is a pink with a white scattered or random dot, and then I have two pattern papers that actually came from my citrus kit, How to Kill a Kit with Style for the month of April. And so I matted the photo with one of those, and then that tone on tone pink is another piece, and so I've layered that on top of the pink polka dotted paper. And then I took a whole bunch of tags that were in my kit, and I went ahead and layered 3 down one side, and then I have a Project Life card and another tag on the right side of the page. And then the little oval sort of journaling spots, those were actually cut from some Project Life cards, and so I layered those up as well. And I went ahead and glued all of that down off camera. I also added my title, where I also put some washi tape underneath my title just to give it a bit of grounding so that it didn't feel like it was floating. My photo is popped up so that it gives me a little bit of lift off the page, a little bit more dimension. And then basically all I'm going to do is go through my embellishments that I've off to the side here, and I went through and kind of picked out everything, all the florals and some hearts and some tabs that matched the colors basically that I was going for in this page. And all I'm going to do here is just layer them up. So I have a bit more embellishment type cluster things than what Claire has in hers. But what I loved about her page was this was going to be one of those pages that I could put together pretty easily and pretty quickly because I didn't have to wait for any mixed media to dry. That's why I was drawn to it, because there was no mixed media and I could kind of just play with my supplies, which every once in a while I like to not have to add splatters and do other things. I can kind of just pick out my embellishments, put them all down, and come up with a beautiful page. And so that's what I loved about this. Plus she also has some sequins, and as you can see to the side, I am going to go ahead and add sequins here to this page in just a few minutes. So basically what you see right now, that is how the embellishment clusters are going to go. So I did glue those down off camera, and I did dress up all of my tags with a little bit of twine, so there are no naked tag holes. To finish off my embellishment clusters, I wanted to add just a bit more of a different texture to the page, so I did pull out these little floral puffy flowers, and I'm just going through and picking a few out to put in each of my clusters that matched the colors. No real rhyme or reason to where they're going. I just wanted to bring in some other sort of dimension to the page. Now, my last finishing touch is going to be some sequins. I have this pack here, which I can't see the name of. It's Dreamland. And then I have Glacier Summit, I believe is the other one. And Glacier Summit is all sort of blue tones. And then Dreamland has some pinks and some dark blue, which is like a navy. And I'm basically just going to dot in little groupings of 3 sequins all around my page. So I love the little sparkle that brings, and it also goes along with what Claire was doing in her page. Typically, I would have cut most of this out, but I know every once in a while people like to, or I've had people say they like to watch the sequins going down, so I am just using my little jewel picker, picking up those sequins and plopping them down on my page. So I am going to add quite a few little groupings of 3 throughout my clusters on the page, and like I said, it just adds a little bit more texture and some sparkle to the page, and I adore how it turns out. So once I get those down, that is pretty much going to wrap up this page. And don't forget, I will have Claire's Instagram link listed below, as well as everyone who is playing along with May I Scraplift You. And there are a ton of people, so I am still making my way through watching everyone's videos this month. So there is plenty of scrappy inspiration out there, plenty of people to get inspired by, going and checking out everybody's Instagrams after you see someone scraplift them. There's so much inspiration out there, so be sure to go and check everyone out. I am putting down this one last little cluster of sequins, and then once that goes down, that is pretty much going to wrap up this page. So I do off camera, because I don't think it's in the still photos, I do add my hidden Mickey or my little Mickey head, because this is obviously a picture of from Disney, from the Seven Dwarves Mine Train, which is why the title is Hi Ho, Hi Ho, which I'm sure everybody just sang that in their head. And with that, guys, we're gonna call this one done, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.